Hey guys, I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Happy Valentine's Day to everyone. Um, I don't really celebrate Valentine's Day. I kind of feel like it's a Hallmark holiday, but I wish everyone a happy Valentine's Day. So I wanted to get on today because I've been going through some struggles. I'm very common with these. I'm very familiar with these struggles, but they're extremely difficult to handle sometimes. So I'm tired of feeling broken and battling my demons. It's not easy. I have what's called complex PTSD. A lot of people mistake that for PTSD. PTSD is one incident, one life-threatening event, one thing that caused one specific event that causes post-traumatic stress disorder. For complex PTSD, it is years of many events, both major and minor, that get that complex PTSD. It is not a mental illness. It's actually a psychological traumatic brain injury. So there's a lot to it. But the reason why I'm talking about this today is because I have dealt with it for many, many years of my life. And sorry, this is some real shit right here, so bear with me. It's not easy to get on here and bare my soul to you guys, but I need to do this for me and hopefully to have someone else out there know what I'm going through and maybe give them some hope, or maybe they've gotten through it more than I have and they can give me hope. But this is what I'm putting out there today. My triggers, sometimes they don't happen and I'll be fine for months, sometimes even over a year. And then out of nowhere, something will happen and it just sets me off into this negative place. My triggers are, abandonment, loss, confrontation, conflict, being accused of things, or being told that I'm not a good person or a good mom, or whatever the case may be. There's certain triggers I have. And when that happens, it sets off a chain reaction in my brain that I have no control over. And I start to seriously wind up in a really negative place. These past few days have been extremely difficult for me. I have gotten by doing the bare minimum that I possibly could the past few days, and I have not been okay. Hi, Mom. I have not been okay, but I am okay today. And the reason why I'm okay today is because I don't let myself stay there. I can't let myself stay there. I face it and I have to overcome it. Because by letting myself stay in that place where my brain, my mind, my insides are telling me I'm not worth shit, I'm worthless, I'm a horrible mother, I can't do anything right, everyone I love leaves me, all of that stuff, I can't control that talk. I can't. So I have to battle internally this war on a regular basis. More times than others, and these past few days have been pretty rough, that I'm not those things, that I am worth it, that I do deserve things, that I'm not a horrible mom. Yes, I've made mistakes, but that doesn't matter. It's how I come out of them. So I have the part of my brain that's telling me I'm worthless, and then the other part of me that's telling me that's not true. And when this conflict goes on, it is debilitating. I have no energy to do anything else but fight that negativity, but fight that darkness from overtaking me. It is exhausting. But I made a decision after battling it for a few days, fighting it, not letting myself stay there, not letting myself believe it. I don't care if I have to cry in the shower or cry myself to sleep. I'm getting through this. I'm not going back to where I was always in that dark place, because once you stay there for too long, it's impossible to get out. It is damn near impossible to get out. Hey, Dominic. Oh, thank you, Mommy. I love you too. My mom is my rock, by the way. Like, that woman, through everything I have gone through, she has loved me. She has supported me. She has been there for me. When she needed to cut ties when I was in my addiction, she did that. But that was for my best interest. And that woman has been the one who shows me what strength is. She shows me what strength really is. It's not letting people in. It's not letting people see you. It's taking those risks on people that you think are worth it. And if you're wrong, who cares? Move on. Yes, it hurts, but she shows me, like, be strong, live life. Don't hide in fear, because I'm consumed sometimes with irrational fears. Consumed. I used to be so bad. See, when you have complex PTSD, what happens is you are more inclined to develop anxiety disorders, social anxiety disorders, panic disorders, depression, all kinds of stuff, because it's a traumatic brain injury. So it changes the chemistry of your brain. It actually changes it. So I am very susceptible to getting stuck in negative and irrational fears. So there were times where I wouldn't leave my house. There were times where I couldn't get out of bed. Like, there's so many different things that I have to overcome with this. And it is extremely difficult, but I know that my children, my family, my life, it needs me to show up. I have to show up. I cannot let this control me. So it is very difficult to get through that, but it's possible. And taking that time to battle your demons and get your head straight for a few days is fine. That's what I did. But last night, I made a decision. I made a decision last night that I didn't care how horrible I felt. I was going to wake up. I was going to do my morning routine. I was going to get on the treadmill, and I was going to kick in all of my endorphins and my adrenaline and all the stuff that helps my chemistry. So, like, take my CBD, work out, just force myself to do it. And I did that today. And guess what? I took a shower. I did my makeup. I did my hair. I feel so much better. I'm not 100%, not at all, but I'm better. And my positivity is winning today. I'm fighting. Life is not easy, and it is extremely convenient to stay in my protective little bubble. I have my little bubble here. It's me and my mom and Shane and Justin and my animals, and I'm happy here. It's perfect. There's no conflict. There's no issues. It's my happy place. I could live in this place for the rest of my life, but then I really truly wouldn't be living. And what am I showing my daughter by not being strong enough to go out and face stuff that scares me? My job as her mom, in my mind, is to make her stronger than me, better than me, smarter than me, encourage her to be the most confident version of herself that she could possibly be. Because my mom did that for me, but I allowed the things I went through to break me in places that I was afraid to fix for a really long time. And I don't want that for my kids. You know, my son is amazing. That kid is strong and intelligent and smart and beautiful and funny in spite of all my weaknesses. I think he saw how I was and loved me for it and understood it, but was better, was stronger. And boys are more resilient than girls. Us girls are so emotional, most of us at least. And Shane is very much like me in that sense. And I don't want her to be fragile. I don't want her to grow up so easily broken by life. So I can't let her see it do it. I let her see that happen to me, because if she sees that I'm doing that, then she's going to do that, or possibly has a higher chance of doing that. I know, right, Mom? I would miss so much in my life if I stayed in that bubble. But I can't let what I go through dictate how my future is going to be. I have to stay positive and change that mindset, which is extremely difficult. And, you know, I've shared that I've come off of all of my medications. I'm amazed at the fact that I am strong enough to face this without traditional pharmaceutical medications. That I was a little afraid when I felt this thing coming on and the triggers happening. When I saw it in motion, I was terrified, because I didn't have the vice that I used to have, but I didn't need it. I didn't need it. And it wasn't just because of the oil I take. It was because of my mindset. It was because from the moment I felt that coming on, I fought it. And I said, no, this is not happening. And I cried and I went one way and then the other way and the other way. Like it was a roller coaster, but I wouldn't let myself go there completely. I wouldn't let it take me over, because I've come too far. I have come too fucking far to give up now. I have been through so much shit, through addiction, through homelessness. I mean, in my 20s, I was a freaking mess, like a complete mess. I have too much now to live for. I have family and friends and love and yeah, finances suck. I'm not going to lie. You know, like my life could vastly improve in many areas, but the one area that I do not lack in is love and support. And those people, Justin, my mom, my family, my brothers, my niece, my nephew, my daughter, my son, like these people have seen a change in me, and they have been proud of me and believed in me and have been there for me and loved me through so much. I'm not going to allow myself to fall backwards, because I don't want to disappoint them, and I don't want to lose that feeling that it took me so long to gain again, to get back again. Even, you know, just little things like, because I haven't been letting negativity run my life and allowing myself to fall back into those patterns. Thank you, Mommy. And you are the biggest person I get my strength from. You're the biggest person that drives me to be strong. And you do it in such a way that is loving and supportive. I can't let myself keep falling back into that. And I have so much more that I've gained. You know, I'm trying to do stuff with a business, and I'm cyber schooling my daughter, and I have all this stuff on my plate that I've been really excited to have on my plate, and that I've been doing so well with. And I don't want to lose that. And I know if I can't function, if I go to that dark place, I will lose it all. And everyone around me suffers when that happens. I can't do that. And I won't do that. I'm worth more than what my negative thoughts and those past experiences tell me. You know, I was a victim at one point of my life and circumstances and things that had happened to me, but I'm not a victim. I am strong, and I am going to keep pushing through, because I'm a survivor. The shit that I have been through, I'm a survivor. And the people around me are survivors. I'm the black sheep of my family. You know, there's not really anybody else in my family like me, and that has gone through the stuff that I've gone through to the degree that I've gone through it. And they all still love me. They all still love me, and they all still accept me. My flaws and all, my issues and all, my physical and mental issues. It doesn't matter. This is me, and they love me. They know that no matter what, I will not give up on them, and I will not give up on myself. That's extremely important. Thank you, Mommy. I needed to share that. I needed to share that because I'm not the only one out there that goes through this. I'm not the only one out there that has this. Some people are worse than me. Some people don't have it as bad as I do, but everyone has that negative self-talk. Everyone has those things that set them to a dark place. Everyone has scars. Wear them proudly. Who the fuck gives a shit? And I hate to, I'm sorry. You know what? I'm not going to apologize for cursing because I always curse. That's just how I talk. But who gives a crap? Who gives a shit? It doesn't matter. Like, I need to wear my scars proudly because they show where I've been and why I am who I am today. And you know what? I'm not perfect. I make mistakes. Nobody is. But the best part is that if I love you and you truly are in my life for the good, then I will give you everything I have in my entire heart and soul because that's just who I am. I am either all in or I'm not in at all. And that is the part of me that has always been the most difficult to handle because when you're all in or not in at all, you're either seriously hurt or you lose out and you're not hurt. And I always get seriously hurt. It doesn't matter what the situation is. Everything hurt, everything that I feel 100-fold. And I feel other people's feelings too. And dealing with that and learning how to control that and handle that has been a big struggle at times because I've been broken. I've had my heart broken. I've been broken. My soul's been broken. And I've had to push through and repair and do massive amounts of work to get through it. And it is absolutely rewarding that I've been able to get through some of the most difficult shit that I've ever experienced in my life and not let it continue to break me. But those scars are still there. So then there's triggers that set you back to that place. And those will never go away. You know, I've come to terms after 20 some years that those are never going to go away. But I don't have to be victim to them. I don't have to let it control me. And I refuse to. And I am going to continue to get up every day and bust my ass to be a better person. So those voices maybe eventually will go away. Or so when that voice does come up, I can go, fuck you, you're wrong, not happening. And just be done with it. This is my journey and this is my process and I'm grateful for it. As hard as it is, I'm grateful for it because I've learned how to see it in other people. Like, I may be hurt by someone or not agree with those certain people or whatever, but I'm always able to empathize with everybody. Whether they're my friend, family, foe, or just somebody I just don't like. It doesn't matter. I can always empathize with where they're coming from. That is a blessing and a curse at times because I always want to see the good in people and I don't want to believe that people can do things that are seriously harmful. And I've had to learn that the hard way a lot of times. Here's a good tip. Always listen to your mom. A mother's intuition is never wrong. And I cannot tell you how many heartaches I would have been spared if I would have listened to my mother. But when I don't listen to my mom and I go through some shit, whether it's my fault or not, it doesn't matter. Whatever hurts me to the core. And I just have to keep going. But the thing is I wouldn't have the experiences and the memories and the joys and the happiness that I have in my life if I didn't take those risks. Thank you, Mommy. Yeah, I was worried about myself too for a few days too, Mom. Don't worry. But I'm actually much better. And I told you last night I would be, did I not? I said, I just got to work through my shit in my head, Mom. It's just got to get all sorted out. And it's happening. But this is something that if you're going through, don't go through it alone. Tell the people that are around you. Talk to them. Even if, like, I didn't know what to tell my mom how I was feeling last night. I had no clue. But I explained it to her the best that I could. And I said, I really can't talk about it more than that. But I know I'm going to be okay. You know? Like, and just saying that to her kind of took like a little bit of a weight off. You know? And then when Justin and I were talking and I said to him, I'm tired of always feeling like being me ruins things in my life. Like, I'm always tired of feeling like I'm broken and that no matter what I do, I'm not good enough. And he didn't judge that. He didn't try to argue against it. He just said, I know that feeling. It will pass. And I love you. That was it. Like, it doesn't have to be a big, huge conversation about all the crazy insanity in your head, but let people know where you're at, because that's what helps me the most. That's why I'm doing this. I must have sat before I went live to tell you people about all this for like 10 minutes sitting here smoking cigarette after cigarette going, you can do this, Danielle. Terrified. Because I don't want to, I'm terrified of rejection. I'm terrified of being judged. I'm terrified of people not liking me and accepting me. I am so scared of that sometimes that I'm a people pleaser and I just do what other people want me to do because I don't want them to think bad of me and I don't want them to not like me and I don't want them to not accept me. That is something I've struggled with my entire freaking life. I'm doing this because I need to get over that shit. If you watch this and you go, this bitch is weak, well, fuck you then. I don't care. I can't live my life for other people. I have to get over this shit. And I am, and if this is helping me do that, well, then so be it. I gotta do what I gotta do. I'm 38 years old. I need to be strong enough to be independent in who I am. I need to know that I can show my children how to be strong. I need to know that I set an example for Shane to be stronger and better than I was and not to make the same mistakes I have. I want her to be confident and to not be a people pleaser, to stick up for herself. And in order for that to happen, it starts with me. That is where this is all, every fire I have in my soul, all my strength comes from my mother and my children, because that love from your children and your mother are unbreakable. And that fire makes me want to be better as a mother for my kids and for my kids to learn how to parent their kids and to live life and not let whatever has happened to them or however they feel be a weight around their shoulders forever. That is the most important thing for me. And that is why I refuse to go backwards. That is why I push myself and challenge myself and break through the stereotypes and boundaries that have been put on me because of my conditions or diagnoses or whatever the hell you want to call them, my scars, my issues, my imperfections. I'm not going to let them control me. I'm stronger than that. And I know I'm stronger than that because compared to what I've been through in my past, what I have experienced recently is minor. It just kicks up some shit from my past. And I have to keep that in perspective because no matter what I find wrong in my life today or negative in my life today, it is a hell of a lot better than where I was in my late teens and my early to mid 20s. I will tell you that right now. So I can never forget where I came from, because if I forget where I've come from, that I forget how strong I am and how much further I can go. That is the biggest part in all of this. Sorry, I was fixing my camera. So thank you for joining me today. Thank you for listening to this. Thank you for letting me share this with you. And know that if you're feeling this way, you're not alone. You're not alone, and message me. I am here. I am here. I get it. I know what it's like. And to all of the people watching this that have loved and supported me and never given up on me, thank you. I love you for that. You have been amazing to me. Mom, thank you for watching this while you're at work. I hope you're not getting in trouble. And yeah, everyone have a happy Valentine's Day. Bye.